Hey everyone, Will here with my flea market finds for August 13th, 2017. Not a whole lot to show you this week, but some really interesting stuff, some really high quality things, stuff I've never seen before. But had a lot of fun finding it, and we'll have to do a lot more research, but let me show you what I got. Patio update. We have plants in the ground, a couple tables. Still haven't touched that gazebo. Got a few plants hanging in the yard, but we're getting there. A little bit here, a little bit there. Got some nice ferns down there. Alright, let's see. Oh, check out the birdhouse. Is that cool or what? All reclaimed wood, corrugated tin roof. That's going to go on a pole in the back. Took the wife and kids up to we took a day, went up to Amish country up in Pennsylvania and found that. Alright, where to begin? We'll start with the bullets. Paid $25 for this, and I think it's a keeper. Got a few keepers here. Just a bunch of all different kinds of Civil War bullets. Many pulled from musket barrel. Fire melted many. 58 cal Williams Type 2 cleaner bullet. So some cool stuff. I think that'll look good on hanging in my man cave. Let's see. Got the Zeppelin pins and these 3 belt buckles, $50. This pin is reproduction, but so whenever you find one piece reproduction, you always got to question everything else you get. These look pretty real though. They got some nice oxidation, some nice honest wear. This was Round the World Flight, Zeppelin Round the World Flight. I think they did that in the 20s. All different kinds. Prices on these things are all over the place. I was just looking them up. I'll show you here. You can see they on Worth Point. This one that went for $200 and $150, all different prices. So all the way down to like $30. So we'll have to do a little research into them, but that could be some really good finds right there. The buckles, got some. This one looks pretty authentic to me. Can't sell it on eBay because the swastika. This one should be able to, even though it's German. But gotta question the authenticity of those. The knives, love the knives. Look at the wear on that. Somebody carried this for quite a while. Got these for $10 a piece. These are those Finland knives. Just had a few of these and sold a couple of them. They bring around $40 a piece. These belt buckles and the lighter was $40 for the 4 of them. Now, if these are real, it's a really good find. This is DFM 1863, but definitely got to do some work, some research on these. But if they're real, they are extremely valuable. Civil War. And the trench lighter is neat. Made in Austria. Not sure what that'll bring. The patches, 29th Infantry Division, very popular around here. A lot of guys from this area were in the 29th. Went in on the first wave of D-Day, I believe. And this is World War II Pacific Command patch, I think. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Pathfinder patch, but nope. The keys, I think they're decorative, not meant for use. Still, not too bad, $5 on them. Ammo. Got a really good deal on the ammo. Got 7 boxes. There's a 30 caliber carbine, full box of 45 ball ammo, 3 more boxes of 30 caliber, and 2 boxes of the 44 Magnum. That's all keepers. That was $60. Definitely money to be made there. Can never go wrong buying ammo. I thought this was pretty cool. Paid $25 for this, and I have no idea what it's how much it goes for. Probably not a ton of money, but just some really neat information. United States of America Declaration of Intention. Milton Glazin, age 21 years, occupation salesman. Goes on to describe, and I was born in Warsaw, Russia, on the 12th day of January, 1893. I now reside in Baltimore, Maryland. Emigrated to the United States from something Germany on the vessel Darmstadt. My last foreign residence was Warsaw, Russia. It is my bona fide intention to renounce forever all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, and particularly to Nicholas II, Emperor of all Russias, of whom I am now a subject. I arrive at the port of Baltimore, state of Maryland, on or about the 19th day of May, 1893. So he was born January 1893, and he arrived in Baltimore May of 1893. So he was only 5 months old when he came to the United States. I'm not an anarchist, I'm not a polygamist, nor a believer in the practice of polygamy. It is my intention in good faith to become a citizen of the United States and permanently reside therein, so help me God. Here's a signature. So pretty neat. With the seal and everything. Don't know what it's worth, but it tells an interesting story. Original pinup painting. And the signature's all but completely gone. It's can't even get a rough idea of what the name is, but it's a oil on canvas. Got a bad scratch right on her face. From the look of the girl, I'd say that was from the 60s. Just guessing. Love the buck knife. Wasn't cheap. Paid $120 for this, but it's an early one. It says patent pending. once they got the patent, it didn't say pending anymore. So it's an early one. Collectors prefer the earlier ones. Just a cool looking knife. Very heavy. From what I see, prices are all over the place. It's in really good shape. I don't think it's been sharpened once it left the factory, which is always a good thing. That could be a $250, $300 knife. Got to do a little more research. Antique sealing light. These things always do well. It's got all its pieces there, but it needs definitely needs some work. Got that for $18. Might need a little help on these. I don't know what they are. I paid $10 for the pair of them. When I first saw them, I thought maybe they were door handles. I think they're decorative pieces, but I hope they didn't go to like a casket or something. But look like they're made out of brass the way they're oxidizing. But cool looking, definitely old. A couple of gas masks. I got 45 on this one and 20 on that one. This one is really nice. It's a World War II German gas mask. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to open that one-handed, but it's got the mask in there. In this one, I'm not quite sure. It's not German. Looks like it's World War II, though. So I got to do a little research on that one. This one alone, probably looking at around $200. That one I'm not sure. But I was surprised at the weight of this thing. It's pretty heavy. And then, of course, the Germans never needed gas masks because they were never gassed. But imagine some poor German soldier going around and, you know, carrying this for 6 years. And finally the war's over, and he's like, I can't believe I carried this thing for 6 years and never even needed it. I guess that's a good thing, but like I said, it's pretty heavy. Love the antler rack. Look at the size of those antlers. That is quite something. That was $40. Probably, I'm thinking minimum 100, probably more like 150, maybe even 200 on that. It's just a really nice setup. Set a gun in there. Last piece to show you. This was $150, but it's all completely handmade. And I think it was inspired by the Spirit of St. Louis, Lindbergh's plane. The guy that sold it to me told me it was a copy of the Spirit of St. Louis, and you know, of course, it's similar in several ways, but it's definitely not the Spirit of St. Louis. But it is really, really cool. All made out of hand. The rudder and tail moves. Love how they did the engine up here. That just looks really neat. Not sure what it's worth. Definitely going to put a high price on it. I think, I don't know, minimum 500, I think. But as a folk art piece, I think it would. I think somebody's going to love that. It displays great. So there we go. Not a whole lot of stuff, but a lot of high dollar stuff and potential high dollar stuff. So keep an eye on my store, Terminal 99 on eBay, which is where most of this stuff will be appearing if it doesn't stay in my room. So till next time, Miss Will Yard Sales 5 List. We'll talk again soon.